Hey, you guys, we are back with another spoonful of encouragement for you. This week, the encouragement is to do the right thing no matter what you see or no matter what you don't see, okay? There are times when we are going to have to do the right thing and it's not going to feel good or it's not going to feel comfortable, but we have to do the right thing no matter what, okay? Especially when we see other people behaving in ways that are not great. Okay, I'm going to share an experience that I had with you. It was at the end of a long day, but a good day serving the Lord. It was the end of a long day. I was definitely tired. I went to the mailbox and there was a package there. I was not expecting a package like that. I went in the house and I can tell by handling the package that by the sound of it, there were pills inside, and I definitely didn't order any pills or anything like that. So I looked at the package and it had a different name and a different address that I could only assume was somewhere near my address. You know, the zip code was right, but it was a totally different name and different address. I was very, very tired after a long day. However, I felt undeniable push to deliver this package. All right. And so I had no idea where this address was. I'm still learning the streets. So I went back to the car, put it in my GPS, and it showed to be only a minute and a half or 2 minutes away. So I'm driving and I go to this street, and of course it's not as easy as the houses being addressed odds and evens on other sides, you know, on each side of the road. The house numbers were jumping and it was really weird. And so I'm trying to find this house. The press I felt was very, very strong. I have to get this package to the owner. You know, I could have put it back in my mailbox, given it back to the post office, like, here, this is not me. But I felt like I had to make sure this package had to get where it needed to be, and I had to do it right now. So I'm driving down the street. I finally found the street that the house was on, and the numbers were weird. And I'm driving very slowly down the street, looking both ways, because again, it's not just evens and odds. The numbers were crazy. And so I noticed after the fact that I was already on the street that a truck came racing down the street and pulled up very, very fast behind me. And when I saw the truck coming up really quickly, I went to pull over to the side of the road to get out of the way. And while I was doing that, the driver slowed down when they got right by my window, and they were honking their horn as they were coming up behind me. And when they got to where I was, they proceeded to shout profanities and demonstrate obscene gestures. And then they sped down the street. So that's just how people are, right? So I am continuing on and looking, and I see the address, okay? And of course, the house where this package that I just have to deliver belongs to, there's the truck in the driveway. Of course, that's where they were going. So I pull up. I did not pull into their driveway. I parked on the side of the road just in case I need to get back in the car really quickly. Okay, got to be wise out here. And when I was getting out of the car, I was like, Lord, I know you're with me. Okay, I don't know why you have me delivering this package so urgently, but I'm just going to drop this package off and I'm going to leave. It could be anything in this package, you know. It could be medicine, which was my guess that it was medication, but it could have been vitamins or something. Anything was in this package. All I know is I have to get it to the right place. So I park on the street and I'm walking up the driveway, which is kind of long, of course. I could have put it into their mailbox and gone on about my business, which would be the easiest contact-free way to be, because I definitely don't want to have any other interactions with the man that was driving that vehicle. I chose not to do that. Fun fact, messing with a mailbox, that's a felony. So we're not going to do that. So I'm walking up the driveway to the house. Their front door is open, and I can see the man that I had the interaction with standing inside the home. As I was walking up, he turned and he saw me, and he rushed to the front door and was definitely standing there in a fighting stance. while I was walking up, before he saw me, I could hear a lot of yelling going on in the house. I could hear a woman crying. I could hear the man. Apparently, he just got back from the postal office. They were looking for a package that apparently was very important. And he was saying to the woman who was inside crying, they said they delivered it. They said there's nothing they can do. So this has to be the package that I'm holding. I can hear the woman crying and he's saying, I don't know what to do. They said they deliver it. I don't know what to do. And I can hear the woman crying and saying, I need it. I need it. I don't want to go back to the hospital. What am I going to do? I need it. I need it. And so the gentleman sees me and he runs to the front door, ready for another altercation with me, which that is not what I'm interested in having with him. And so I walk up and, he yells, what? Like as I'm stepping onto in front of the door. And I said, hello, this package was delivered to my address in error. And I want to make sure it gets to the right place because it feels like it's important. And the woman who was inside had to have heard me. And she came to the door. She was an older woman. And she said, is that my medicine? And he opened the door and he's glaring at me the whole time like daggers. And so he opens the door and snatches the package from my hands and looks at it. And then he said, here, Mom, and gave it to the woman. And she looked at it and she said, oh, it's here, my medicine. And then she ran back into the home. And the man lets the door close and he's still staring at me. And so I just said, all right, you have a good day, and turned around and hustled back down the driveway, praying that I didn't trip and fall, because that's the time when I would do something like that. But of course, God was with me every step of the way. You feel a little bit of hesitation and trepidation, of course, because I've already had this very unpleasant altercation with this man, and now I have to go to his front door. Great. But I did the right thing, okay? And God, of course, is going to make sure that he protects us. It was very uncomfortable. I hurried back to my car, got in, and got out of there as quickly as I could, and made my way back home thanks to the GPS. But the moral of that is it didn't feel good, okay? I knew there was something. It could have been anything. I didn't feel, ooh, this is important. I just felt like I had to do this. It's very important to follow the unctioning and leading of the Lord, okay? And so I went there, had a bad altercation. Here's me being obedient, okay? So I get this package. I'm tired already. Now I'm going to be obedient. I go and I find this address. I had a bad altercation. I hear a whole bunch of yelling and screaming, which I'm a person who desires peace as often as possible. The package was forcefully retrieved. There were no thank yous, no change in demeanor, and I left. So my satisfaction came knowing that I was obedient to God, because we are living our lives to please the Lord, not man. Okay. So there was no thank you, no, I'm sorry, no, nothing. But I did what I was supposed to do. And that is 100% what I need. And that's why we are here. It's my reasonable service. I did not go above and beyond. I did not, stand there and you better apologize to me or say, anything to bait the apology. Oh, I saw you on the street and I was looking for that. Just be obedient, do what I'm supposed to do, and go. So that's it. So there are times when doing the right thing feels great because you're doing something that helps people, and it feels so nice to help people and to be a blessing to people. And usually it is met with some type of gratitude. But there are times when doing the right thing doesn't feel good. It feels a little bit scary. You feel it's thankless, but you know that you did the right thing, okay? And as long as God is pleased, well done. All right, so that's what I have for you this week. I want you to do the right thing, okay? It is easier to do the right thing when there's appreciation and gratitude and you just know you're doing something for somebody, but it's better, dare I say, to do the right thing when it's uncomfortable and when it's thankless. All right. God knows. God sees all of it. God saw everything that happened that night, and God knows. And that's what I encourage you to do. Do the right thing. Do it, do it, do it. All right. So if you live in the beautiful state of Washington, looking to visit a wonderful, wonderful church, I absolutely recommend you come check out Pentecostal Covenant Church. We are under the leadership of a fantastic pastor. We are under the leadership of Bishop W.T. Hairston. He is an outstanding man of God. If you live in Illinois, in northern Illinois, sweet home Chicagoland area, looking to visit a church, do check out True Deliverance Ministries under the leadership of the anointed and wonderful Pastor Fanny M. Cooper. You will absolutely love it in that place. And that's what I have for you this week. I do hope you feel encouraged. I hope when you do the right thing, I hope that it goes better than the experience that I had, but nevertheless, we were obedient, okay? And the word says that obedience is better than sacrifice, and you can't beat God's given. So God is going to bless you way better than anything you could get from doing a good deed. All right? So that's what I have for you this week. You all be encouraged in Jesus' name.